Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody's trying to make this pattern. Pretty cool pattern, but they're using the interactive fill tool and patterns. So if we take this, we'll just make it red. Doesn't really matter. If you go to interactive fill tool, up here you get a bunch of things and go to the postscript. And let's see what pattern it was stuck on. So it was already on that one. So go back. That's a pretty cool pattern. Go back and go down here, and I think it's patio. I've already done that. But what he's doing, so he's picked that, but he can't fill in the individual blocks. The Smart Fill tool just won't fill in because it's a white background. If we take a yellow box and go up to Object Order, back a page, you can see that it's not transparent, it's white. So you have to, and we've made this thing quite large, so I'm going to reduce it. And I've got to convert it to a bitmap, but when he does that, I'm just going to say okay, and then trace comes up, and trace bitmap, outline trace, clip art. It takes a little bit of time because there's a lot to work, but it distorts the shape. So we move that over and look at it now. See, they're not rounded anymore, or they're not points. Corel has really messed it up. So this is a really easy one to make. Take a 6-sided polygon and let's zoom in here. And I'm going to hit the plus key instead of Control D because I don't want it to go off at another angle. So I'm going to take that one and I'm having it snap to that corner. Now I hit the plus key, and now if I'm on that node, I get right on that node with the cross, with the 4-sided cross, and it snaps to it. Now you could keep going, or you could take it now. This is the pattern we want. So that one must be off. Let's back up here, because that should have welded. You know what, maybe I didn't select it all. So select it all, make sure you've got 3 objects, and then weld it. There. Well, save time, just take the virtual segment delete key and delete that line. So there's our shape. And now you can see that you can fill it in with whatever color you want. We'll go ahead and take the color away. And now we need to make a row of them straight down or at an angle or whatever you want to do. But we're going to take the parallel dimension tool and find out what this distance is between that node and make sure it says node. So we're at 114. So I'm going to change my nudge factor to 1.14. And I'm going to Control D and move it down. You know what? We're off. I must have got a bad measurement. Parallel dimension tool. Make sure you get on that node. No, we're at 1.14. Let's extend this out a little bit. Okay, 1.143. So we can actually put that in. So 1.143. Corel will do a very good job of this. There we go. Now I can Control D again. And then you can make as many as you want down. I would group it, Control D, Control D to do, or Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, and we're going to put that right there. And as long as you have Snap to Object on, it's going to work. Now, if we keep going with Control D, it's going to go uphill. So what I like to do is group this, Control G, Control D to duplicate, and then move that one there. See, now we're going to stay at kind of an even keel. Let me get away from these. And you could do this probably mathematically by measuring. It's a little bit of an angle, so I don't know if it'll work. Control G to group, Control D to duplicate, and then we're going to basically just move this one straight over. And then once we've got that, we can Control D as many as we want. So let's just delete that and hit the one I did before. And you could make these patterns filled in. You could take one of these patterns and just move it over and have points. But what you could do, because this is a Well, it's not a group. Let's group all this together. Object, group, and group. Now, if you wanted to make a square box, have the item selected, hold down the shift key and double click your rectangle. And then it'll be, you know, it's not my cup of tea. I don't know what else you would do. You know, I don't know what he's going to do with the pattern, but now you can use the Smart Fill tool to fill in whatever you want and change the color and, you know, go back and Smart Fill these and just fill in the whole thing. This is almost like a tessellation because everything's going to fit inside the other one. Let's put a blue. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.